Hi, it's Jan Beta again. Today I have this Commodore 1541 floppy disk drive, which is the classic drive for the Commodore 64. And yeah, sadly, this one is broken in a way I can't explain yet. But we're gonna have a look inside and see if we can find anything and hopefully fix it. I hope to get this fixed in time for the release of a very cute little game that just came out last year, that is. The Bear Essentials by Graham Exton, and yeah, the software company that has produced it is Pond Software, which is a bunch of very nice people who make games for the Commodore 64 in 2016 and 17. Yeah, and I really want this thing to work in time for me to put in the disk I'm gonna get and boot this up from the original disk. Actually, the first Commodore 64 game I bought since, I guess, 1991 or something like that. So quite special for me, and I really hope this is gonna work. So let's have a look inside and see what's wrong with this. Let me first demonstrate what this does if you turn it on. So here we are. I have connected it to the mains, and I'm gonna flick the switch. That's the problem. It's not spinning up. Let me turn this on again, and maybe you can hear it spinning. The moment I turn it off, it spins for a brief second, I think. So nothing if I turn it on, and if I turn it off, there it was. The motor just turned. So I think it has something to do with the control logic, or maybe the processor, maybe, yeah, there's basically a whole computer in this. So first thing, disconnect the mains. And then there are 4 screws on the bottom. I already removed those because it's not that interesting. And here, yeah, that's the circuit board, and as you can see, it's quite huge, and it's nearly as big as the Commodore 64 circuit board. This is a 6502, the processor. These are 6522. There's some smaller logic on here. This one of the these 74 logic chips. These fail frequently, I guess. These also fail a lot. Yeah, they're all socketed, so I think I have a spare one, 6502, and I might also have one of these here. So yeah, I think this is the ROM. It says Commodore Business Machines, 1983. One thing that's really nice about this particular one is that it smells really nice of tobacco, the vanilla kind of tobacco you get in pipes if you're smoking a pipe. So I really like that smell, as opposed to the nicotine cigarette smell that most of these have. But this comes from a pipe smoker, and it smells really nice, like vanilla and a bit of smoke. And I also have a Commodore 64 that came with this that is also broken. It has a black screen. I'm gonna fix that in another video, hopefully. I'm gonna try to fix it at least. So yeah, let's clean this up a bit and see what we can do here. Quite some dust in there, of course, because yeah, this is quite an old device. I think I'm going to remove the top circuit board here and have a look beneath there. Yeah, it seems to be one of the transistors here. It's been exchanged. There are different ones, but that might also be the way it came, because Commodore is, let's say, infamous for using whatever parts they could get their hands on in their machines. So you have, I saw Commodore 64s with 3 or 4 different kinds of capacitors in their different brands. So they basically took whatever was readily available when they made these. So it may very well be that these this one came with different transistors in here. Yeah, but yeah, let's take a look beneath there. I think there's the motor and stuff like that. I think let's power it up one time and see what this does. It's open. And we're gonna be very, very careful, of course, because basically this is an open device and there's gonna be high voltage present. So let's turn this on. And yeah, let's keep it running for some time, I guess. And the motor, let's see if any of the chips gets hot here. No. So, yeah. Let's see if the motor is spinning if I turn it off. Yes, it is. Yeah, and it's spinning every time I turn it off. So, what can this be? Cutting the mains again, and yeah, I think we're gonna take this board out. And what I'm gonna do is to mark the direction of the, let's take this one, mark the direction of the plugs here, so don't mess it up. Oh, here's the red one, there's the black one. I should mark that. I should mark the black wire. So, and here's the red one. This is just for the power LED. This was quite loose. This may be the problem, that it doesn't make contact there. So let's take it out anyway, I guess. This is quite nicely done. It all has threaded inserts in the plastic there, and in the even screws for the case have threaded inserts. So it came with some kind of wood screws in it, which is of course completely wrong. This was a very, very expensive device, and I think people wouldn't accept anything but high quality in this. And it's really heavy and feels it. It reminds me of the old audio stuff I work on, because it's built very sturdily, I guess. Yeah, of course, the whole technology of the 1/4-inch drives wasn't that great. Oh, there are 2 screws here, angled. Wasn't the best technology, but so there we go. There goes our circuit board. Now we can just take it off. Let's see. This is a big transformer. I hope it has nothing to do with the transformer, because this would be quite hard to replace, I guess. But I think it gets all the voltages. It has to be something with the logic, I guess. Yeah. Let's see. This seems all very nice. I could clean the head for a bit, I guess, while I'm at it. This is the head is under here. Let's see if I can get another angle at that. Okay, so the head is beneath this. You can just flip this. And this is our read-write head. This is a single-sided drive. On more modern drives you get another head here, which looks the same. Yeah, this is a single-sided version. And what's quite interesting, and a fact that I didn't know until very recently, I think it's been a few months, that the Commodore 64 discs, or the single-sided discs, are, the read-write area is on the flip side, on the back side of the disk. So I always thought it was the front of the disk that you look at and have the sticker on, the badge on and stuff like that. But it's not, it's the back side. Here's the proof. The read-write head is on the back side of the disk. So yeah, let's clean this up while we're at it, I guess. With some alcohol and a Q-tip. So here we are. There's some strange smudge on there. And these, we have to lubricate this in some way, I guess. First I clean the stuff for a bit, then clean the head. I just basically, wow, this is really brown. Yeah, on closer inspection it might really just be the lack of lubrication on there, because it feels really stuck. The whole motor mechanism feels really stuck. So I'm gonna take out the whole drive assembly here. It's just, I guess it's just 6 screws, and I can take off the bottom and yeah, take a look and lubricate some parts, I guess. I hope that helps. So let's see. So this should now just lift out. Yeah, it does. Right. So, and as you can see, that's the motor. And here's a little capstan. There's the motor, and this is the spindle. I guess this can use some lubrication. It's very hard. There's a big stepper motor in here. Let's take a closer look. So yeah, this is the spindle thingo, I guess. Yeah, you can, I think these lines are to calibrate the speed of the drive. Basically, this is for 50 Hertz and this is for 60 Hertz. And if I turn it different speeds, you can probably see on camera that at a certain speed, this is gonna, the illusion, the optical illusion, looks as if these are standing still. Let me see if I can. Yeah, this is something. It's like the same if you are familiar with record players. Yeah, no. That would be for 60 Hertz. Yeah. Then this is perfectly calibrated if the right lines here are looking as if they are standing still. So, yeah. It's like with the strobe light on a record player. So what I'm going to do is to lubricate this here with some silicone oil. And I think this has to be lubricated from the other side. I guess I'm going in there. Spraying some. some in there. And then I'm gonna turn it a bit. Oh yeah, already feels better. Yeah, I think I'll disassemble it for a bit and I'll see what it does. At least I'm gonna get the bottom plate on there again, I guess. And maybe the circuit board to test it. Maybe that was the whole fault. Otherwise we have to look at the electronics. So I have most of the screws back in. Alright, so this is mechanically, I oiled it a bit with this silicone spray, cheap one. I'm sorry about that, but yeah, that's the only one I have at the moment. Yeah. Let's see if that helped at all. Where's the switch? No, and it's not spinning at all. So that wasn't a problem. So yeah, this can be anything, I guess. Let's make a quick test. There are two of those 6522 chips in here, and I will simply swap them. That's the easiest thing that might happen. These fail pretty often. So let's see, let's set this one in this socket here. And the other one in the other socket there. So these are exchanged. Maybe that helps with something. Let's see. Yeah, and now it spins up like it's supposed to. So it's one of those. Yeah, I kind of suspected that, but that was kind of easy. So let's, I guess, connect it to 64 and see if that fixed the problem. Maybe it was even just a contact problem on one of those chips. This behaves as it should now. Oh, I got some dust in my lungs. Sorry. I got some dust down my throat. Yeah, this is the behavior that you would expect. So let's see. I turn it on, and what happens is the activity LED comes on for a bit, and the spindle spins for about 2 seconds. That's the normal startup procedure of these drives. So maybe that fixed it already. Otherwise, I have to get a new 6522 VIA chip, which they fail quite often, I guess. I read a bit about this in Ray Carlson's 1541. Ray Carlson's about the he's the person to ask if you have anything to repair on these old Commodore 64 or 1541 or 1571 or any of the old Commodore stuff. He's the man for that. He has a little website I will link in below with very clear text files about troubleshooting and repairing this stuff. And yeah, basically his 1541 drive, his 1541 guide doesn't include this fault, but it has a little statistic on it that the 6522 chips fail the most often in these. So, and they are responsible for controlling these simple startup sequences and stuff like that. So I kind of suspected that from the beginning, and yeah, the motor couldn't be bad, so it was, because it was spinning when I was turning this off, so I suspected it was some kind of control chip that was broken. Let's see what this does if I connect it to a 64. So as you can see, I've hooked up my Commodore 64 now, and yeah, let's see if we can access the drive. There we go. That's our picture, and I power on the drive. And it behaves as it should. Let's get out the disk. It is no good. Let's try if it reacts to commands. No, it doesn't. It doesn't react to the things we do there. So yeah, that's a common failure mode of one of the VIA chips as well. Yeah, so I guess that's what's wrong here. So I'll get a replacement, and hopefully that will fix it, I guess. So I just took out one of the VIA chips, the UC3, and yeah, if I turn on the drive, it shows the same behavior. If I turn on the Commodore 64, the reset signal is also sent, and it resets again. So I suspect this one is broken. Yeah. Let's see if I have a replacement. Otherwise, I'll have to order one. I'm pretty sure it's this chip, and that's the only thing that's wrong with this. Yeah, and what do you know? I have this little box of MOS chips, which includes VIA for the, it's a VIA I think for the Commodore 64, and another one, and yeah, 5602, some EPROMs, and this appears to be a 6522. And that's exactly the one we're looking for. So I hope this is alright. I'm going to test it in a second. I marked the chip I suspect to be the culprit here. So I'm going to pull that again. So there we go. So this is an earlier model. It says 83 on there. The other ones are from 85. Yeah, that shouldn't be any problem because they are the same chip. So let's see if this works. Turning on the drive. And it has the expected behavior, and turning on the Commodore 64. And it spins up again. And let's send a command to the 1541. And there's still nothing. Nada. Yeah, that's a bit odd. So maybe something else is broken too. Let's investigate. So the next thing that might be wrong is these two little chips here. It's UB1 and UA1, which are 74 logic that controls the VIA chips, the 6522 over here. And yeah, they may be faulty, and that may result in the fault we have, where the computer resets the drive, but it's stuck at the searching for status and not reacting anymore if you try to load something off the drive. So yeah, maybe that's the fault here. Okay, so as you might be able to see, I have soldered in a little socket here, desoldered the old 7406 logic chip, and yeah, basically exchanged it for a spare one that came out of the box of chips I showed before. So I hope that was the problem. I also realized that there was a bit of a loose contact here, which when I wiggled on this connection here, the drive did a reset and yeah, span up and did the reset procedure basically. So I scraped away some of the dirt on there and put some contact cleaner in there and soldered this into a little socket. So yeah, I have this all set up again, and yeah, let's test if this fixed our little problem here. Turn it on. Spins up just fine. So there we go. Yeah, at least the drive is doing something. I think there might be some issues there, but yeah, it reads the directory and it seems to boot up the game here. So this might just have fixed it. I really have to do some lubrication there because yeah, it doesn't sound very healthy yet, but it seems to work. Let's see if we can get the game loaded. We can start up the game. Yeah, and it seems like we just booted up the game. So that seems to have fixed it. Neat. Yeah, so hope this is helpful for some of you who might want to fix one of those drives yourself. Yeah, if you want to support my channel here with some money or a thumbs up, you're welcome. You find links in the video description below and on the end screen that should be coming up soon, I guess, at the end of this video, the last 20 seconds. You can also subscribe to my channel, of course, and yeah, I hope to see you again on my channel sometime. Thank you very much for watching. I'm Jan Beta. Bye! See you next time. Bye!